there is a possibility that these rice roll thingies are no longer good. Something tastes a little off. I'm not gonna lie. Something is not right about them. Okay. I can't tell. I'm trying to determine if that's just like the flavor and I don't remember. Or what? Are they expired? They're dehydrated. There's no moisture. They're like 3 years old. I mean... Does the lifespan of food shrink the moment it enters your household? Unironically, yes. That's actually exactly what happens. It's kind of crazy. I went to... Okay, so I didn't eat anything until literally like not even 10 minutes ago. And all I got was like a piece of bread. And it was like an individually like packaged slice of bread because it was like flavored. And it's a couple months old. It wasn't moldy. If you thought it's supposed to be preserved by the way. It has preservatives in it. You know, it's just there. And I went to get chestnut spread for it. The chestnut spread was moldy. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't have shit in this house. I don't know how to describe it, but like it was like a snacky bread, kind of. It's like sweet bread. I think it was coconut. I should not have eaten that. But I was like, okay, I can tolerate it maybe. Because everything else made me want to throw up. And I needed to eat something today. Because otherwise, it's a cycle of getting nauseous. Excuse me. So when you don't eat, you get nauseous. But you can't eat because you're nauseous. And that's my cycle. So, yeah. I don't... I don't know. I don't know if it's still good. Maybe. I probably should go through my fridge. But, like, what's the point? Every single time, someone just messes up the fridge again. Exhausting. And there's always way too much food. And, well, I didn't eat the chestnut spread, okay? I did not eat it. I could have, but I did not. I just had the bread plain. And then I brought another piece of bread from a couple months ago. It's like a bun, though. It's like a thingy. Cholo. I don't know what the rest of this says. Huh? I don't know. Check the fridge to make sure the food pays rent if it's been there that long. Shit. Then I'd have to start paying rent. I just give my mom some money every month. Or like every other month. And I'm like, here you go. Take it. I need to send her some money too. But I need to get paid. I get paid once a month. I mean, unfortunately, I did not eat. I will try and drink water though. Perhaps that will cancel out. I don't know. Okay. Shall we get started? I don't remember what happened last time. Ah! Yes! I was right as per usual. Okay, I will say. It could be a red herring. I mentioned this in Discord, but I was like, it could be possible that we're not necessarily related to Anderson in the traditional way, but we're all part of like lab experiments, and we were part of like the same, like, I don't, like brood? Egg clutch? Something? Do you think smack as a kissing sound effect is weird? How's it sound when I do it? It sounds more like... I think smack doesn't... No. No, I think smack doesn't suit it. There's a better onomatopoeia for that. I don't know. How does one define this sound? I think moi is probably closer, at least for English. I don't know what it'd be in other languages. It's interesting how there are different onomatopoeias for different languages. Yeah, I think something like smooch is better. I think smooch, even though I guess smooch is technically, I have to change 217 instances of it. Well, you better get started then. That's true, yeah, it's 2 in Japanese. Like, in English, we have meow, and then in Japanese, there's nyang. Actually, wait. I think it depends probably on the type of consonants that you use naturally. Like, mwah, versus ching. It doesn't make sense to me. I can't, like, naturally... That's what I've been doing this entire time. You can't hear it? I mean, you guys... You little creatures, you can't recognize the sound of a smooch. Understandable. I think... Yeah, I don't know. The smooch is like the... It doesn't sound like a smack when you do it, though. That's because I'm good at it. I will say that one thing I've been consistently told, aside from that I have a nice voice during ASMR, is that I give the best kisses. So I can just say I'm good at it. So there you go. I think that it depends too on the type of kiss it is. Like, if it's a deep kiss, it's probably going to be a lot slurpier, for lack of a better word. But I don't understand. Like, sometimes I see them, like, suck on the whole tongue in, like, a dojin or something, and I'm like, jeez, bro, I don't know about that. You know? I think mwah is better. Because it's like a natural sound you'll make. There's slurps with smack. I don't think it's smack. Okay, smack is what you would do for like a peck, maybe. You know, because there's more force behind it, kind of, and it's like instant. Whereas if it was for like actually like proper kissing, like a proper kiss, I don't think it would be smack. I don't know. You're out of luck to describe some of these, I will say. Oh fuck, not again. Where is it? Nope, not that one. Why would I turn it? Yo, why would I turn it up? No, it's good. But this is every single instance of kissing and beyond filled with crystal. I'm not sure. This is where chat's lack of experience tends to shine. You can at least get experience through dojins and stuff, or romance, anime, or manga. My singular warm-up for the day. I need to suffer at least once a day. Actually, I guess I do that anyway. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know any other onomatopoeias for like a kiss outside of English and Japanese. I'm sure there are some people whose experience comes entirely from dojins. But I mean, you can just kiss your hand, no? Can you not hear what it's like when you kiss your hand? Come on. Maya? Wait, how do you say this? I can't hear this in my head. I'm reading an Omegaverse novel, and usually I don't read hetero Omegaverse, but they're harem, so I'm reading them, and that's my new phase. And there's a set of twins, and they speak a lot of Spanish, so I practice my Spanish reading their lines. I'm not kidding. It's actually quite satisfying. And sometimes I guess. And then at the end of a novel, they're speaking like French because they go to Paris. I'm fucked. Does she get him pregnant? No! It's hetero Omegaverse. Reverse harem. That almost never happens. Actually, this does happen in Chitra. It does happen in Chitra. If someone said the plap plap, that would be concerning. My tummy is somewhat better. It's still not great though. Alright. I think last time we just had the conversation with too much work. With Anderson, and that's it, right? Let's see. Oh, we're on chapter 14. What the fuck? I thought we were on chapter 15. Huh? Yeah. Where's it? Here? It's an elevator, right? I think. Is volume okay? Seems a little quiet. You know, at least I didn't die. Younger? Are they like different entities? Is this like cohabitation with an original Nikke or something? And that's like the basis for her body? And maybe they're compatible or something like that? Did you vote for the next costume yet? No. I did see the vote thingy, but I didn't take a look at it. I just saw it briefly when I logged in. Guys, you keep talking about kisses, but you're not getting any. What's up, rabbit? Alright, let's see. What's next? Clear stage 41. No! Ah! No! Sorry, I got hair in my eye. 1 month later, on the surface. I mean, it seems like Counters has a little low of a bar there.
なくはないでしょうね。でも今は何も問題ないし、いい戦力になるわ。
Yeah, she needs help.
まあ、リハビリも兼ねてるからね。じゃ、始めよう。マリアン、あそこにいるラプチャーたちを今から攻撃するよ。
攻撃、わかりました。
私たち今から攻撃しますって知らせる合図覚えてるよね。なんちゃらかうなんとか知ってるよね。
覚えています。
じゃあ合図を送ってみて。力強く。
わかりました。ディスカウント。
わあ、割引。いいですね。割引。
What?
ディスカウント。
Okay, well, you did your best.
エンカウンター。
It's about the efforts that she makes, okay? I have to wonder, though, I guess, like, how permanent of an addition Marion is. I'm not entirely sold yet. It doesn't... It feels like one of those transitions where it's not gonna last long. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like she's gonna be here long. I have a few encounter games in my wishlist. Good for you. Are you going to get those encounter games? My wishlist has over 700 games. I just put fucking anything on there. It is accused VTuber. You're welcome that I exist.
状況終了。
よーし、これなら素晴らしいレベルじゃない？
戦闘方面は問題なさそうですね。
No, I mean, it's not about her brain. It's more like... It just gives me the vibes of, like... Remember in JJK? When you're like, oh shit, this guy's gonna be added to the squad! Wrong. He fucking dies. That's the same vibes I get here. And that makes sense. Plus, there's a distinct lack of her in promotional material that I've seen. Not that I've seen much recent ones. Or many recent ones, but still. Wasn't that?
マリアン、整備してから戻ろう。
あれ？
マリアン。
Marion stands in front of a rapture, whose core is flashing. Is she gonna absorb it? She reaches out and gently strokes the rapture. The light from the core fades. It's as if she closed its eyes.
マリアン、何してるの？かわいそうです。かわいそう。はい。
I really... Okay, I said... Do you guys remember the first time I played Nikke? The very first time I played Nikke. I was like, yo, this gives me Soma vibes. Thoughts? Prayers? Questions? I know, it's almost like it's been a few hours since you last saw me. It's about hot girls and suffering. That's what it's about.
ラピ、なぜ戦うのですか？なぜって、ラプチャーと。はい。なぜ殺すのですか？この子たち、何か悪いことをしたのですか？わかりません。教えて。なぜ戦うのですか？
Who knows? It's been ingratiated into our generations.
理解できません。帰ります。疲れました。
Uh-oh. I'm doing somewhat better, T-Dogs. Thank you for saying so. Yeah? No, no. Well, Miriam, they invaded Earth and killed 80% of the planet's life. I'm pretty sure they don't like us. I mean, that's the narrative we were fed, right? I don't know if that's necessarily true. Because hear me out, right? There's a lot of stuff. The raptures. Fuck, I'm not paying attention. Oh no, I have to go here. Hear me out. We hear like what happened, and that's like the story that's been sold to us for how long, but we don't even remember like how the arc was made and like the technology initially creating Nikke. No? So how can we rely on that narrative?
こんなケースは予想できなかったな。ラプチャーを倒すのはこちらからすれば息をするように当たり前のことだから。ラプチャーと融合していた影響ではないのか。それはわからない。しかし何も知らない子供にラプチャーを殺せと命令したら、そんな質問が出るかもしれないな。教育を繰り返すしかないのか。
I will say, Chatterbox did try to talk to us. He specifically said he didn't want to fight. He's like, oh, you know, I'd rather we just talk. And then we were like, nah, bro.
さあ、その素朴な質問になんて答える？こういう時は妊婦がないのが不便だな。おい、よく気にかけてくれたまえ。
I like when he talks to me like that.
万が一、私たちよりもラプチャーのことを思うようになったら、手を打つ必要があるかもしれない。
I'll keep that in mind.
そして、アーク内の動きが怪しい。気のせいだといいが、気をつけるように。
What is that?
兵が動いている。
From who?
目標は多分、マリアンの可能性が高い。
Marion is part of my team.
そして私とイングリッドが公に支援する特殊別動隊の構成員でもある。手軽に手を出せる存在ではないという意味だが、それでも欲を出す者はいるだろう。
Thanks, Dad.
今のマリアンはそんな存在だからな。あくまで可能性の話だ。ただ、気をつけて悪いことはないだろう。
Got it. Thanks.
あ、では帰りたまえ。
I think it's pretty tall. I imagine Anderson's tall. But I don't actually know. Command center? I can do that. I will go to the command center. Let's see. English only, please. Otherwise, I can't understand you. If only I could speak all the languages in the world. It's right here.
だから下着は服の下に着るものだって。名前からして下着でしょ。
嫌です。私は服の上に着ます。
だからなんでなのよ。
私がそうしたいからです。
ラピ、助けて。
マリアン。はい。下着を服の下につけないと病気にかかるわよ。病気？下着病にかかるの。その病気にかかったら
Look at a bald-faced lie. Holy
服が
shit.
脱げなくなるわ。シャワーもできないし、水泳もできない。本当ですか？本当よ。
What's up, Soul? How are you?
それでも私は服の上に着ます。服を着たままシャワーして水泳すればいいですから。
Wow.
二人とも本当に大変ですね。
I mean, be like Neon. She's kind of wearing it on the outside.
私は掛け持ちしてるじゃないですか。時間がなくて大変です。
Wow.
何の掛け持ち？スパイです。
Girl.
全くスパイらしくないくせに何が掛け持ちだ。スパイはスパイらしく見えないのが大事ですから。
That is a valid point.
何よ。アニス、マ
リアン、Girl. Marion tears apart a sack of artificial flour and starts scattering it everywhere.
マリアン。
Artificial. Alright.
どうしてこんなことをするの？シャワーしたいからです。体が汚くなったらシャワーできるから 体を汚しているの。
That doesn't have to be step one.
ラピすごいですね。はあ、
Yeah, me too.
戻られましたか。
You all look exhausted.
疲れてるから。
Marion rushes over and hugs me.
指揮官、会いたかったです。
I'm covered in flour.
指揮官、もしかしてお客さんがいますか。
Yeah, please. Anything to get us out of this instance. What is that?
みんな伏せて。
Oh shit! The sound of gunshots ring out. The windows are smashed and the items in the dorms scatter everywhere, every which way. Are these the troops coming for Marion?
動かないでください。私が盾になりますから。何これ。指揮官、応戦の命令を。
What happened?
トライアングルが兵力を連れて攻めてきました。
Which faction does Triangle belong to
やはりこ
again?
の程度では出てきませんね。
I don't remember. Private's not as petite as I thought she was. Central government? Ah, thank you.
大胆な方法を使いますね。
That's crazy.
ご無断だから問題ないはず。多分。まあ先手は打ちましたし、そろそろ本題に入りましょうか。
Your government assigned wife.
次は頭を打つわよ。こんな下手な射撃でどうするつもりかしら。プリバティ、足が震えていますけど。
だからなんでそんな開けたところに立ってるの。
静かにしてください。今
It's about aura. You don't understand.
何のつもりなのか説明して。ニケ・マリアンを確保せよとの上層部の命令があったんです。どんな手を使ってでもね。
Dude, like, she looks so different here. Like, she looks so much smaller, right? Compared to that CG.
上層部。
And I wasn't talking about her boob size. I was talking about just, like, seeming petite.
はい。副司令官様の
Like, her face is very cutesy here. No. No.
あのおじさんだけが副司令官じゃないわ。他の誰かかもしれない。
それは越権行為よ。私たちは特殊別動とニケ・マリアンがラプチャーと内通しているとの疑惑があります。適当なことを。この前地上に行った時、マリアンがラプチャーに同情したと報告がありました。ニケにはありえないことです。内通疑惑の調査は最優先事項です。これに対する調査を進めよとの命令がありましたし、必要な場合は武力行使も許可されています。だからおとなしくマリアンを渡してください。
あなた、こじつけるのも大概にしなさいよ。マリアンを調査したいなら調査したいって言えばいいでしょ。くだらないことばかり言ってないで。
くだらない。私が言ったんじゃありませんよ。上層部の命令
Oh,
です。
Privatey.
ワンワンワンワンワンワンワンワンワン。
いきなり何をしてるんですか。
You're the government's lapdog, bro. This is so fucking funny. This is why Anis is the best character.
ワンワンワンタルルルワンワンワン。
She's so belligerent about it too.
中央政府の犬と喋ってますけど、何か。
全員突撃。
Just like me. Just like me for real, for real.
とりあえず引きましょう。真正面からの勝負は勝算がありません。アークへ行きますか。いいえ、アークはもっと危険よ。至る所に中央政府の兵力があるから。では指揮官、地上に避難しましょう。マリアンを奪われるわけにはいきません。
As though Privacy has the option to ignore those orders. I think it's less about that. I think it's more so about Privity's attitude, because Privity, her attitude towards everyone is that, like, kind of holier than thou, you know? Where she has, like, almost like an unquestionable faith. That makes sense?
ラジャ
地上を避けて地下に来たのに、地下を避けて再び地上に戻るのね。
なんか詩的で美しいです。
My runaway brides were escaping to the surface. 49? Wow, it really... Oh no. The problem is when you lack critical thinking and you don't question your orders. Yeah, the Solar Blade collab shows it really well. Pravity has absolute faith in the government. Yeah, that she gives those vibes to me. And the thing is, when... What is another good example of this? Where they're disillusioned afterwards? It's not quite the same, but it kind of reminds me of Zuko from Atla. Obviously, there are a lot of differences. But like you can see how his opinions change as time goes on. And like how he felt in his childhood versus like how he feels towards the end. And I'm just saying, it should have been Zutara.
通信がすべて遮断されている。
シフティとも連絡がつきませんか？
Oh my.
アンダーソンおじさんとは
Anderson on G-san, that's so funny.
これは良くないわね。電波塔でも探さないといけないわね。
So hopeful, but with tempered expectations? Hardly. I think... it's hard when you've been indoctrinated your entire life. You know? This is all you know. This is what you've been taught to believe from such a young age. Sometimes I wonder how people come to believe such things. And then I think if I was born in a different time, in a different environment, I might be like them too. I'm sure I have my own preconceived notions that will be disproven however many years from now, or even months or whatever from now, right? But this is part of my current world, you know?
どうしたの？
どうも本格的ね。
And you've grown up drinking the ARC's Kool-Aid. I mean, there's also too, sometimes a character gets saved by someone who's a villain or antagonist. And then they just believe them, like, wholeheartedly. And they feel indebted to them. Which, that happens in Arcane. Although, yeah, no, that's pretty much what happens in Arcane, now that I think about it. But I would say that it's somewhat different. There was like a genuine bond there. Well, I said indoctrinated. Excuse me. But dude, I may have a love-hate relationship with League of Legends, but nobody can say Arcane is bad.
衝動的に進められたことではなさそうだわ。
何か裏があるかもしれないってことね。
多分。マリアン、私たちは今から電波
Silco's actually one of my favorite fucking characters.
取り残されないようにちゃんとついてきてね。
大丈夫。
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I stretched my jaw and... I don't know what that was. Do you ever sometimes stretch your jaw and then it's almost like, what do you call it? It almost feels like there's a tear. I didn't watch season 2. Or at least I didn't finish it. I watched like one episode. Yeah, and it kind of locks. I felt that. Ugh.
さっきの人たち、悪い人たちですか？
Example, if anyone bought me a bag of chips and a drink, my life is yours. Hey, know your worth. At least get a sandwich alongside it. I don't know if it... it's okay. I have a small jaw though. I can't... I lied. Haha. The widest I can open my mouth is like 2 centimeters or so. Genetically small jaw.
そうよ、極悪な奴らだよ。
今度会ったら撃ってもいいですか？私は指揮官とラピとアニスとネオンが傷つくのは嫌です。
She wants to protect them all.
私たちを撃ちました。だから私も撃ちます。これは悪いことではないのですね。
Well, I don't know about that. How do you stretch your jaw? I don't know. Have you guys seen that one dude where... Fuck, what is it called? You know, like the muscles in your jaw? Like, he was trying to make it like a Chad face. So, he chewed gum consistently only from, like, the back of his mouth. Which you're not supposed to do this, but I think they're called, like, malcisors? Maltesers? I don't remember. Mogging? There's a term for this? Bruh. I don't remember what these thingies are called. No, it wasn't mewing. I'm talking about the actual muscle. Jaw muscle. Mastis, maybe? Maybe it's mastis. Mastis? Mastitis? That doesn't seem right. I don't know. But he did it and it looked ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Because he chewed gum every single day. Just focusing on, like... There's one dude who did it with one side of his jaw only. And then there's another dude that just did it consistently on both sides. It did not look good. Wow. Yeah, we're built different. Better. Okay, what is the difference between mogging and mewing? Why is there a distinction? Okay. Jaw muscle. Masseter. I think that's what it is. The masseter muscle, yeah. It looks so ridiculous. Training? Masseter muscle. Oh my god. What? Guys. I saw... You know that... What's that one meme of a dude sticking his neck out? That's what half of these look like. Why do you assume it's TikTok? Bruh. Viewing is focused on the jawline? What is mocking then? Aura farming? I don't understand this generation. Huh? 何これ? Round and wide with a horn sticking out from the middle. Oh, mogging is like diffing someone. Ah. Yeah, but... Yaho makes a loud noise and falls to the ground. She broke it. What is this supposed to be? You little shit. Rappy walks towards the room, which is massive. Oh! I'm not gonna lie. The way she said booby trap is so funny. If it's something I can't wrap my head around and it's called something dumb, I assume it's TikTok stuff. Oh, that's funny because I usually assume it's you. What? A frantic Rappy retreats.
指揮官、無事ですか？
I'm okay. What about you?
爆発寸前に回避しました。大丈夫です。
地上でブービートラップ？どういうこと？昔誰かが設置したのでしょうか？ラプチャー相手にブービートラップを？しかもこんなに狭い室内に？怪しすぎない？
じゃあ人間同士で戦ったのですか？
とりあえずここを出ましょう。
I really do wonder if there's like a
壊れたから他を当たらないとね。
はい。
like a human resistance somewhere but still remains. Girl, you just covered yourself in flour before. Marion starts walking.
マリアン、フォーメーションを。
Dude, why is my body hate you? As Marion is about to step outside the door, is this another booby trap? Neon rushes over and yanks Marion back. She then uses her body to cover Marion. Aww! An explosion is set off.
ネオ、大丈夫ですか？怪我はしていないですか？
大丈夫です。心配ないですよ、マリアン。
これは
レーザーポイントで作ったブービートラップがありましたが、私の超人的な火力感知センサーで見切ってやりました。
あのドアは私たちが入ってきたドア。
Yeah, I was like, that had to have been placed recently, right?
こんなものなかったよね。
That's creepy.
私が先頭に立つわ。トラップを確認しながら移動しましょう。
どこに行くつもり？
Honestly, I was kind of this like opinion before because I'm like, why would there be a booby trap here? I think it's more running into dead ends.
他の電波塔へ。なんとかしてアークに連絡し
I
ないと。
mean, they probably predict that too. I assume. Oh my god. What is the average age of chat right now? I actually don't know why it's called a booby trap. Someone look up the etymology of booby trap. But like, I feel personally, maybe it's not necessarily. I think this is like a third-party type thing, probably. I don't think it's necessarily like Triangle Squad or maybe the government, but it feels more third-party. And they're trying to lead us to them, but I don't know. I could be mistaken. Assuming it skews late 20s, early 30s. I hope so. I don't want teenagers in my chat. Little babies. Amigo. Chat is all Unks and Mayas are your knees. You know it's funny today. I was like reading the comments on something, right? And the comments were like, you know, you always hear about the rich aunties, but never the rich unks. Are there rich unks? And that's what that reminded me of.
足元に気をつけながら動いて。物とか勝手に触っちゃダメよ。
I'm just gonna assume you're ever so slightly older than me. I'm 29. I'm 19 months. Congratulations, you're legal in more places. Welcome back, Mugu. I'm a broke and rich unk. What are you rich in? Knowledge? Feelings? Forever 18? Dude, I would not want to be forever 18. I'd rather be forever 25. Forever 25 or 22. Probably 25. Aw, she's obsessed with the bandages. Arian walks over.
気になったんですけど、マリアンはどうして包帯に執着するんですか？将来の夢が
It's because of us.
ミイラとかですか？すみません。いいと思ったんですけど、寒い冗談でした。
Uh-huh. See, 25 is like the perfect age because you're young enough to somewhat be taken seriously, but like you don't feel old, you know? There's like a sense of like socially quote unquote acceptable youth when you're 25.
いや、そうじゃなくて。
Uh-oh. Thank you.
ラッピー、これ変な音がします。
There's a red light flashing and a beeping sound coming from the box that Marion is holding. Why does this feel like someone knows us well?
マリア、そこから動かないで。指先一つでも動かしちゃダメよ。
どうして？
That's a bomb?
爆発するわ。大きな爆発ではないでしょうけど、一歩間違ったら手を失うかもしれない。
私、何かミスしたんですか？
Yeah.
大きなミスじゃないわ。
One second.
だからじっとしていてね。
My sister was yelling at my dog, so I thought something happened. She's very not happy with her. Understandably, she's been not behaving well lately.
わかりました。
Oh, suddenly I feel something cold and metallic press against the back of my head. It's a gun. What did I say?
Oi, ふざけているのか?
Yeah.
シージペリラズ。
ブービートラップや何やら全部あなたたちの仕業だったのね。
I don't know if this is the exact same affiliation.
まあそうだな。私の好みじゃないけど、動きを止めるには最高だよね。
ところで、今何をしているんですか？
見ればわかるだろう。お前たちの指揮官に銃を向けて脅迫してるんだよ。
ニケは人間を撃てません。
違うよ。私たちにはできるよ。
はい？
シージペリラスはリミットが解除されてるの。人間が撃てるってことよ。
師匠を殺すんですか？
必要ならな。
私たちの目的はあれ。
Kei's shin motions towards Marion. Her hair is cute.
誰に頼まれたの？
秘密。
I swear I've seen a gun like this in Destiny.
副司令官、そしてエリシオンの CEO から寵愛される特殊別動隊の指揮官を殺してまでもマリアンを確保せよと命令する人物ね。結構な大物じゃないとできないはずよ。
Mm-hmm.
だから秘密だって何を推理してるんだよ。そして それを知ってどうする？指揮官は腐るほどいる。こいつが死んだってどうってことないね。
喋りすぎだ。
But this one's ours.
はいはい、わかったよ。さ、マリアンを渡せ。じゃないと、お前らの指揮官は死ぬよ。
Jail lock? Oh, is she one of the people you can do like the consults with? I don't know if we're gonna get far with the booby traps, bro.
ダメダメ。そんなこともあろうかと思って爆弾を握らせたんだ。
Yeah, that was not your smartest thought.
でも、包帯に執着するとは聞いたけど、ここまでとは。
口数を減らせ。
はいはい。もう、うるさいな。
Oh, the warden.
さあ、二人とも動くなよ。指揮官の頭に風穴が開くか、みんな仲良く爆死するか。
状況が悪いね。どうしましょう。指揮官、これ危ない状況ですね。
It seems so.
やっぱりそうなのですね。心配なさらないでください。私が
Don't worry, wife has us. What is that? And stamps down on you hard. Ayo, what? Marion clenches the block she's holding.
おい、それ、そんなに強く持ったら爆発。
Well, this is technically a type of being
分かっ
saved.
ています。
参加しろ。
D and K quickly move away from me. The box Marion is holding explodes. There's a thunderous explosion of smoke and fire. However, before the explosion can expand, it contracts and disappears as if it was being absorbed by one of Marion's bandages.
何？
That's crazy.
すごい。なんだなんだ。
I love the wolf cut.
お前、なんなんだよ。
That's crazy for real. Marion points her
話し合いは
gun.
十分だったと思います。撃ちます。
Uh-oh.
ニケは指揮官の承認なしでは実弾で
Really?
ニケを撃てないよ。アホだな。
Ah.
でもこっちは違う。
Oh, that's why she's always like
リミットが
orders.
解除されているから。
Kay points her gun at Marion. Kay and D lie on the ground unconscious. Marion stands over them, dusting off her hands. This seems kind of excessive.
すごいね。あいつら銃まで持っていたのに。
移動しよう。
Well, I mean, it's not that surprising. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if
師匠、ご指導
Heretic
お願いします。
technology and Nikke technology had the same source. Or started out the same and then branched at some point. And that's why there is the conflict that is there today. Whether it was like in a difference in ideal or philosophy or what. Like maybe, for example, one side was like, we want to maintain a human part. And then the other side was like, no. No do that.
状況終了。まだ先は長い。
I don't know why my dog hates being in my room.
私について
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it, dude?
私たちの敵、人類の敵、倒すわよ。私の光でクラクラさせるわ。
What, baby? Come here. You wanna come to mommy? You're getting chunky.
審判のやりを。
Mama's getting skinnier, but you're getting fatter. Grandma's eating you too much. Kiss, kiss. Kiss. You don't wanna get kissed?
王国を脅かす夢で倒し審判のやりを。
You fine? You want to turn this down too? Okay, go back up. Okay, fine. Freedom.
火力のご加護のおかげです。
I thought there was a story thing for this. Oh, there it is. Numerous mass-produced Nikke block our path. This is the Triangle Squad's doing. Oh shit!
地上までついてきたの。すごい情熱だね。そして今度は人間トライアングルじゃなくてニケトライアングルみたいだね。量産型を連れてきたってことは。
There are a lot more CGs now.
に対しラプチャーとの内通に加え、ニケに暴力を振るった疑いが追加されました。
Just realized for a new account, your team is stacked. Dude, don't even get me started. I got a bunch of pilgrim units before I got Anis during the anniversary event. I'm not good at the rhythm game. Come on. Additional charges have been leveled against Nikke Marion. Inspiring with raptures insulting a fellow Nikke. Yo, she tried to kill us!
中央政府はこれを深刻な犯罪と判断し、ニケ・マリアンの緊急連行を命じました。任務を遂行し、ニケ・マリアンを確保する過程で、目標人物以外は射殺してもいいとの命令を受けています。最後の勧告です。おとなしくついてきてください。なぜ
Compared to Anis, yeah.
はい？この逮捕劇は理不尽なことだらけだし、あなたもそれは知っているでしょう。中央政府の命令なら、何の疑問も持たずにただ従うだけなの。はい。私たちは誇り高きトライアングルですから。何も考えず、命令に従えば誇りが生まれるようね。楽だこと。あなた。
This is the argument I would give my mom when she would tell me to do chores when I was younger. Sometimes she would tell me to do something and I didn't think it made sense, right? And so I'd be like, why? And she's like, stop asking me why, just do it. And I'm like, you're the one who wanted to raise me with the ability to think for myself. And then she's like, just do it. I'm like, okay, well, you have no response to what I said.
ねえ、ブリバティ、相手にしないで。やるべきことをやるわよ。
プリバティは口喧嘩が弱いです。話し合ったって負けるだけです。
ラピ、殺したくないんです。降伏してください。マリアンさえ渡してくれれば何も起きませんから。
I hate when I'm just told to do something, no reason.
指揮官、じゃあ説得してください。
What happens to Marion if we hand her over?
それは当然、中央政府の
Protection? Yeah, doubt it. She'll be picked apart or repurposed.
体を開けるでしょう。
アドミ、余計なこと言わないで。
ラプチャーと融合したのに、再びニケに戻ったマリアンのようなケースは、これまで人類の歴史上一度もなかったレアケースです。簡単な検査で分かったことは、身体のスペックはすでにニケを超越。
Oh, oops.
内部には現在アークの技術力では
Oh shit!
一段階のファイアウォールも突破できないブラックボックスが4つもあります。
Fuck, what are these again? I forgot. I always get them mixed up with the near black boxes. I hate being told what to do when I'm already doing. Oh my god, that's like a pet peeve of mine. When I'm told to do something and I literally just did it, or I'm literally doing it in front of them. Ask me why I need to do something got me in trouble so many times when growing up. I feel like it just like, it trains your kid to not want to ask questions, you know? And that's not a safe or productive way of going about living in this world, in my opinion. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, that is crazy. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you saw that. Oh, maybe it's coming up soon, but it's my birthday merch that's for sale for one more day. That's crazy. It'd be crazy if it went away tomorrow and you could never get it again, despite how lovely this birthday merch is. Wow, look at that. A coaster, a sticker, a keychain, a beautiful desk mat. This is gonna change a little bit. The little rat, a little poison taster. because I wanted to look more like a poison taster. Isn't it so cute? It's actually an art piece I really fucking love. But it's crazy. If you could get this, oh, so nice. Look, it even has my signature. But if I get the one next year, it won't be this one. We just had private content.
それだけでは終わらないと思います。部品の一つ一つ、構成物質の一つ一つまで全部調べるでしょう。大勢の人が確信していました。マリアンに
It was like a month ago.
アークの技術力が100年は進歩すると。
It's interesting how technology gets put forward and pushed back consistently. If you got my merch, please send me a picture when you do receive it.
それだけ重要な人だということです。
そこまでよ。それ以上言わないで。
喋りすぎたみたいですね。すみません。
Wait, when what?
でも指揮官に嘘はつきたくありませんでした。
Hmm.
それは私も同じ気持ちですけど。
それでどうするの？
You will never hand over Marion.
ええ、そう言うと思ったわ。プリバティ。
全員戦闘準備。
My birthday was the 15th of May. Aww, you're so cute, baby. I love you. Say it back. She just looked at me. But no, I was talking about the private event.
現時点より
With
構
the
成に入ります。
2x2 love or whatever.
さらに
4x4,
実弾の
2x2.
使用を許可します。目標のマリアンを確保することを優先してください。
Ships are overrated.
射殺しても構いません。
ラジャー。
はい。エンカウンター。全員武器を下ろして待機してください。
Saved by the plot.
シフティ。繰り返します。全員武器を下ろして待機してください。拒否します。この作戦は副司令官直属の命令。
私から話そう。
あ、
My
ダーソン副司令官様。
副司令官直々の命令だと言ったか。
そうですが。
バーニンガムの命令ならたった今取り消された。だから皆アークへ撤退する
He's
よ。
so cool.
申し訳ありませんが、アンダーソン副司令官様。副司令官様は特殊別動隊を積極的に支援されていると聞いています。その場しのぎの言葉かもしれないと思われます。
私が嘘を言っていると。
要約すれば、
Oh,
そうです。
so now you decide to stand up for yourself? This is the time?
バーニンガム、君から言ってくれるか。みな撤退するように。
Oh my god, did you blackmail him or beat him up for us? That's so romantic. What the hell?
聞いたか。
どういう状況なのかお聞きしてもよろしいでしょうか。
大したことじゃない。友達と
Fuck!
友情を深めただけだ。
I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking hot.
そうだな、バーニンガム。そうだとも。ああ。
The things I would do to Anderson.
フルボッコにしたよね。
最後にもう一度言う。撤退するように。今すぐ。
I mean, aside from Anis, second best character. Wait, どこ Here.
あちらではない。
My dad can beat up your dad. It is kind of that energy.
トライアングルにシージペリラスまで勝手に動かすとは。
Oh, he used 2 squad. Okay. It was a third party, just not the third party I thought. Actually, did he use Perilous? I don't know.
あなたも知っているだろう。マリアンというニケがどんな意味を持っているのか。勝てるかもしれない。マリアンの秘密を暴けばラプチャーに勝てるかもしれないのだぞ。何を根拠にそう言い切る？勘だ。君の勘は信用できるが、今回は間違っているようだな。何よりもマリアンは
This is surprisingly a more civil conversation than I expected.
いくら副司令官でも勝手に手を出すことはできない。君に悪意はないようだから、今回の件は会議の案件にあげないことにしよう。
Yeah, this is surprisingly, at least the way Birmingham is saying it here, it's not as much of, at least if we take this at face value, it doesn't seem like it's super power hungry, but like by any means necessary more so.
もうやめなさい。嫌だ。マリアンは人類に未来をもたらす。あなただって知っているだろう。
You know, I respect him standing up to him.
程度では終わらないぞ。絶対諦めない。私の持つすべての手を使ってもマリアンを開ける。
Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not power hungry by Birmingham, but probably by those who asked him to move. Yeah, I can do that.
殴られても銃を向けられても諦めない。
I wonder if they took advantage of Birmingham's idealism to push him to do this.
私を止めたって無駄だ。部下たちにやらせればいいのだから。本当に私と対立したいのか。それはこっちのセリフだ。失望したぞ、アンダーソン。
That's my dad slash brother slash lover! How dare you!
もう人類なんかどうでもいいのか。それとも指揮官出身だからニケをあんな風に扱うのが嫌なのか。その話はやめた方が良さそうだ。
Yo, are we a Nikke child?
君の意向はよくわかった。
I did say he gave off widower vibes.
私も方法を考えないといけないな。勝手にしろ。
Birmingham staggered away. I kind of wish I saw him beat the shit out of him. That would have been hot. I can't have anything. Oh. Meow.
マリアン、さっきのあれ、何がですか？
Huh? But this, it's more like what happened back there type energy. Oh, here.
さっきのあれ。
It's like, what was that? Wow, that's pretty egregious. Understand.
爆発がシューって包帯に吸い込まれたやつ。
そうすればできる気がしてやってみたんですが、できたんです。
あ、そう。すごく役に立ったよ。
未知の領域に達した力だから欲を出されるのも無理はないわね。
まあ、なんとか収束したのは良かったけど、これで終わると思う？
終わらないでしょうね。さらなる手口でマリアンを確保しようとするはず。
Sorry, my chair is super squeaky now.
じゃあ、私たちはどうすればいいんですか？
I think there are pictures of her. I've shown them on stream before, but mostly in probably members' YouTube posts. Oh, my pretty princess. If you want it. Where's my girl? Here you are. Kiss, kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Good girl. The auntie's still very angry. We shouldn't get into it. that will be not fun for you. She's been getting yelled at a lot recently. Come here. Come here, baby.
諦めるか、最後まで守りきるか。
最後までとは死ぬまでですよね。
ええ、あっちは諦めないでしょうから。
Wouldn't it be from Korean? Do you translate Korean too?
こっちの副司令官のおじさんが後ろ盾になってくれてるのに。
相手も副司令官よ。片方がその気になって推し進めれば、武力を行使しない限り止められないでしょうね。そしてその武力の水準にも限界があるはずだし、何よりもごく一部を除いてはみんな意見が一致したようだから、マリアンを開けると。
困ったね。
聞きたいことがあります。
何？
I just find it so funny that you have to abandon your humanity to save humanity by this logic.
先ほどどうして銃弾が発射されなかったのですか？
許可されていない状態ではニケ同士の銃撃は禁止されているのよ。
Oh, upon other Nikke specifically.
そんなことはないわ。
確認してみます。
Marion puts a gun directly up to her eye. Oh shit! Neon shoves Marion.
どうしてですか？
You get your brain, girl!
銃口を覗いちゃダメです。絶対に。
どうして？
Take it from the firepower
私が
expert.
銃口を見るとき、銃口も私を見ているからです。一体何を言ってるの？
I feel like there were other reasons that were probably more important compared to that one. Just a little bit. Are? Okay, fine. The command center is in
これ
ruins.
何？めちゃくちゃですね。誰かに荒らされたみたいです。さっきトライアングルに撃たれた時もここまでひどくはなかったのに。
アニス、床を。
足跡がいっぱいあるわね。正体不明の誰かさんたちがここに来たってこと。
Yeah, I think we gathered that.
さあ、
エンターヘブンだ。
教官。
社長、お久しぶりです。いつからいたの
2時間ほど前から。エンターヘブンがここを襲撃したと聞いて、とりあえず皆捕まえて閉じ込めておいた。
This sounds familiar, but maybe I'm
アウターリム
crazy.
で活動している集団よ。
Oh, okay, I was like wondering.
アウターリムの自治権とアークへの出入りを要求しているわ。
Is this the one that we learned about when we went into that place with Anis? I think it was during her Bond story, was it? I don't know if it was during Bond story or main story. I think Bond story.
まあ、テロ集団と言ってもいいよね。
What's Heavenly Ascension doing all the way out here?
マリアンが目的だ。
Shocking.
すでにマリアンの存在はアーク内で知れ渡っている。
You know what I'd really like, guys? I'd like the type of support that Ingrid has for her boobs, because that's crazy. That's like actually crazy. It's putting in so much work to keep him up. That's like a push-up.
中央政府はもちろん、あらゆる奴らが彼女の存在を認識し、狙っている。
機密じゃなかったの？
誰かが意図的に情報を流したとしか考えられない。誰であれ、マリアンを確保さえすれば、力ずくで再び奪うことのできる人物が。
そんな過激な方法を選ぶ人物は、バーニンガム副司令
I
官
don't
以外
think
に
so.
思いつきませんが。
ノーコメントだ。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
うん。
Kind of corset
マリ
jacket, I
アンを
guess.
お前に押し付けた私が言うことではないが、事態がこうなっている以上、無理かもしれない。これからは時間や場所を問わず、大勢の者がお前たちを襲うだろう。アークが マリアンを欲している。私とアンダーソンが力を貸すが、アーク全体を相手にすることはできない。
Are you saying we should hand Marion over?
違う、そういう意味ではない。方法を探せ。
無責任すぎるんじゃない？
信じているからだ。お前は今まであらゆる問題を解決してきた。
That's true.
今回もできると信じている。では、行くとしよう。
Silicone brew molds.
お腹が空きました。
Me too.
そうね。何か食べましょう。
I think drinking water did help. We actually are built different. You guys don't think so? Ano? Why not? You couldn't just take us there? 5 days later. We have experienced 13 encounters within 5 days at the outpost. All of the aggressors were human. We ranged from members of Heavenly Ascension to soldiers belonging to the central government. Anyone and everyone who realized just how valuable Marion came calling. What? Oh, okay, that was not me. That they knew Nikkes are incapable of harming humans. Only instilled with more confidence in their brazen attacks. What the? I've asked Anderson to strengthen the elevator boundary to the outpost, but the guards were bribed less than a day later. Nothing came of it. The suggestion by Anderson and Ingrid to deploy defense forces within the outpost was shot down by an overwhelming majority by the opposing parties. Unsurprising. Everyone is at their wits' end, and resources are running low. I have to make a decision. I hold the cell phone in my hand. What decision will we make, guys? What is this? Oh, these are main It's fine. 24? I'm so glad I don't have to actually do these battles. Can you imagine if I had to? Jeez.
そろそろだね。はい、もうすぐ到着です。
指揮官、連絡は続けていますか？
Yes, we'll meet soon. Are we handing her over to pilgrims?
私たちどこへ行くのですか？
I'm putting you up for adoption.
いいところかな。
Oh my god, she's going to the farm, bro. I feel like we're handing her over to pilgrims.
指揮官、私たちどこへ行くのですか？
You know what this energy is? This kind of reminds me of that scene from The Walking Dead where she's like, look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. We're going to meet a new friend. Oh, maybe to the ice cream.
友達はいりません。ラピとアニスとネオンがいいです。
Oh, yeah, but
指揮官？
oh, hurry up.
はい。
ラジャ。
Yeah, I hate to see it. Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, I forgot to heckin' look at the units I have. I should level them up. It's been a while. I thought I heard something. I'm just crazy. The best part of playing my game is I don't have to play the game. Ever. Are any of you guys actually really well versed in the combat for Nikke? Or actually like are invested in it? I think it's fun, but obviously I don't play it because of reasons. I'm in a top 50 union. Wow. Mr. Fancy Pants over here. So cool. I don't even do my dailies regularly. I haven't even done my dailies for CZN recently. I don't even know I have my dailies in Nikke do. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over it again. What did I get when I was trying to pull for fucking Anis? What did I get? I got basically everything. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got that. I got that. I got this, this, this. Actually, no, not this. Well, I did get this, but I already had her. Got this. Got this. Got this. Got this. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I got masked. No, I got masked somewhere else. I got novel somewhere else. Avatar was from the event. You guys said what? Mermaid, Snow White, Crown, and one other. I think Dorothy. We're good. Question mark? I don't remember. Oh. Siren? Is Siren Little Mermaid? Or someone else? Oh, okay, okay. No, thank you. Take me back. Holy shit. There had to have been a faster way. There was probably like... Hey, what do you call it? What? Oh my god, bro. I have to go back. I really played one of my favorite characters, V. Did you decide that just now? During the stream? That's true. There are a lot of fairy tale names in it. Even what do you call it? What is it called? Okay, look at... Yo, am I stupid? I'm fucking stupid. Well... Anis is still my favorite, by far. I think I could have gone... Well, I don't know if I could have gone there anyway, actually. It's like a... sunbather. That's not what I think of when I think of sunbathing. It kind of looks like... Oh. It looks like nothing now, but... I was gonna say like a flower crab type thing. Yeah, it does look dead. Why am I always right all the fucking time? It's crazy. It's crazy. I know. Are you proud of Mama? What? Okay, fine. You wanna go? Don't make Auntie upset. Oi! Your tail is knocking over shit. Oi! Your fat ass! Move, 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 move. Oh. Wait. Good girl. Freedom. Be nice. I'm letting out the creature. Booby trap originates from a bird, which the word itself is an insult in Spanish. Ha? Really? It's wonderful to hear what Amaya sounds like when speaking of something she loves. Yeah, it's a foreign sound comparing to this. Become a fortune teller? I don't know if I could scam people. I really like the music. What are you doing here? Yeah. Snow White stares blankly at Marion.
こいつか。行こう。
はい。
あなたは今から私たちと一緒に行く。
As someone may say in this situation, pre-watch, I know you've been putting in the work to piece together this puzzle of Nikke. Converted to basically being childlike. Because this is exactly the type of thing a child would say, I feel. Marion. I DC'd, bruh. I've seen far sadder things. Which is, okay, it's weird because I actually cry pretty easily. But when I'm watching stuff on stream, I don't really cry that much. Should I go back? When did it cut off? Well, to repeat what I said, basically I said, this is kind of where you can see, I guess how much she's kind of reverted back into a childlike state. Because this is like the type of thing that a child would say. Yeah. If you cry at things, good. Express your emotions. Wow, that's actually double hurtful. Because I think what she says here, it doesn't, rather than please don't leave me, it's like please don't abandon me. Like please don't throw me away. Got Marion's bandage back on. We have tiny hands. Marion. Right now, we don't have the power to protect you. We will never leave you. Who speaks in absolutes like this? We'll come back for you. That's a promise. When the time is right, we'll come back for you. I think this is also closer to, I don't want to part with you. Correct me if I'm wrong? Like, I don't want to be away from you. I don't want to part. A black light emanates from Marion's body.
Oi, 手伝え。
はい。
これは手のかかるお嬢ちゃんだ。
As the three pilgrims wrap themselves around Marion, a white light erupts. The black light fades away. Marion loses consciousness. Wow! White! Black! Polar opposites on the spectrum! Similar technology. Wowzers. It does sound less natural in English. Yeah, but you can paraphrase it. You can say, like, I don't want to be away from you. You know?
ああ。あなたたちが真剣に頼んだから、私も真剣に対応したくて連れてきたんだ。ちょうど定期的に会う日も近かったしな。
Thank you for doing this.
気にするな。こいつがこうなったのは、私のせいだからな。さあ、行こう。
Snow White throws Marion on her back and walks away with her companions. It feels as if the fog is going to devour them, and they will disappear. Snow White!
なんだ?
Please. Protect her. It's so sad.
信じて任せろ。
The pilgrims disappear into the fog. But like she baby, she doesn't word good. I don't think it's that. Later, Wedgetail. Good night. We had to give up the family dog because we didn't have room going into our new house. That's what this feels like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I saw that coming, so I was I was about to ask you guys, how are you feeling, right? And then I just thought of that the voice actor for Victor from Arcane. It's like, Victor Nation, how are you feeling? Isn't the accompanying song from Miriam's Goodbye, Goodbye for Now that wasn't included in the scene? Really? That wasn't the background music that was playing there? Ha ta dang.
それで気分転換をしたくて地上へ出たらいきなりピルグリムと遭遇してマリアンを奪われた
I don't know why we would say that they're with the pilgrims. Wouldn't it be better if we just said that she got lost or something? I mean, I guess that's less believable, but this is also not believable at all, so why give a hint?
そう。ピルグリムがどうして急にマリアンを連れて行ったんですか？さあね。ただそうしたかったんじゃないの。あなたたちは何をしていたんですか？死ぬ気で応戦しましたが、ピルグリムのとてつもない力に敗北してしまいました。何ですか？その明らかに前もって用意したようなセリフは。
It's humiliating to admit, but they wiped the floor with us.
指揮官。本当ですか？はあ。
Do you think I'd lie? On the internet?
そこまで言うならそうなんでしょうね。あら、あっさり引き下がるわね。
Wow, look at this! Privity is dismantling her preconceived notions somewhat. I think it gives a sense of protection. Like, look, bro, if you're gonna go after Miriam, then you might fight the pilgrims. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah. Pilgrims is a big catch for all for the most. Wait. It's a big catch all for most overworld Nikke. Are you saying like there's a lot of Nikke that fall under that umbrella? I wasn't sure because the way Snow White phrased it was kind of like there weren't too many of them and they were all meeting there.
もう何かをする必要がありませんから。マリアンが消えて、私たちはターゲットを失いました。
Oh, are there? One second, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'm getting Greek food! Yay! Bum ba dum ba da bum 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 bum. That's true, it is any surface Nikke. But I thought that there weren't that many of them. Because it's so difficult to survive. Share, please? I don't have any. I think it's souvlaki. How do you say it again? Gyros? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure the G is silent though. Yeah, Croatian food. I don't actually know too much about Croatian food, if anything. What kind of food is Croatian food? See, look at this. She's evolved. One confrontation. She's like a new person.
もし今度マリアに会ったら
Fried chicken and fried potato.
元気でって伝えてくださいますか?
Aww.
何を笑っているんですか? 分かったわ。必ず伝えてあげる。もう。さあ、私たちもそろそろやるべきことをやりましょうか。まずはシャワーから。
それもいいけど、掃除からね。宿所がひどいありさまだから。
それもそうね。みんなでさっさと終わらせよう。
For me, it's funny because I just looked at my phone. Are? Come see me? Yo, I get a text from Anderson like this, I come running. I'm sprinting. They call me Usain Bolt, dude. Someone is dying to meet you. Is it you? She, okay. It's time to meet Anderson.
じゃあ、掃除は指揮官様が戻ってきてからにしましょうか。
I pray every day.
いい考えです。
今やるわよ。
What is this? Who is the male lead? Please be the blonde. I got an update for a new webtoon, and I was looking at the cover, and I was like, the blonde better be the male lead. You know how many times I get cucked and the blonde is not the male lead? Ridiculous. I much prefer blondes.
マリアンの件はご苦労だったな。
Praise!
うまく解決できたようだ。もちろん、そのブラックボックスの塊を失ったことは痛いが。
What are the black boxes again?
それ以上に大切なものがあったのだろう。
Is that glossary, by the way?
まあ、前置きが長くなったな。
Talk more.
君を呼んだ理由は、エニックが君を呼び出したためだ。
エニック？
そうだ。たまにあることだ。エニックの常識から
外れた
人物がいる場合、その者との会話を通じて学習をする。エニックが判断するに、君は常識を外れた人だということだ。
It seems almost human.
そう違わないだろう。もしかしたら、むしろ。
Is this like a giga advanced AI?
どんな会話をしたか報告する必要はないので。
I see. So it's better for him not to know. Black boxes aren't super explained at this point, but they're pieces of technology mankind doesn't understand. Oh, they couldn't access or identify them. No, it's okay. That's fine. I was just wondering if I forgot. So I wanted the answer based off of the information I would have had available to me. Oh, is this the person from the simulation room? saw Anik briefly when he got sentenced for chasing Chatterbox illegally. Oh!
アークの管理を担当している AI のエニックです。
Oh, she is an AI. Okay.
よろしくお願いします。
Glad to be here. Are we?
とりあえず座りましょうか。
Just saw a funny post saying Mercy should be smoking a cigarette, but she's a doctor. I mean, a lot of doctors smoke. And what do you call it? The doctor in Persona smokes, no? Chair rises from the ground. I cautiously sit down. It's okay.
ありがとうございます。気になることがあってあなたを呼びました。質問をしてもいいでしょうか。
Go ahead.
ラプチャーとニケの間に位置したマリアンは、アークはもちろん人類にとっても非常に重要な鍵になる予定でした。
It's particularly common in Japanese media, I've noticed. There aren't that many smokers here. Well, there are smokers, but I've say this every couple months, but the anti-smoking campaigns in at least Canada were pretty effective. They'd always show like the decaying lungs in the commercial. These are your lungs, you know, when you die. These are your lungs when you die of lung cancer and you smoke.
俗に言う人類の未来のためなら、当然マリアンを中央政府へ渡すべきだと思いますが。
Black box is an IRL item as well. It just means that you know what goes into making something and what the results are, but you don't know the process or how it's made at all. Oh, I didn't know that.
あなたはどうしてマリアンをピルグリムに渡すような行動をしたんですか？
Holy fuck. Sorry, I just had like a really sharp pain. Fine. I will schedule an appointment. Yo! Yeah, Miriam belongs to me and me alone.
わかりました。参考になりました。
I guess determining our reasoning and how we function is valuable data to her. No, it wasn't my stomach, it was my uterus, dude. Maybe I need an ultrasound.
もう一つだけ質問してもいいでしょうか。
Hold on.
私は自分で考えて判断する自立体です。人間やニケと同じです。違う点があるとしたら脳の有無です。あなたには私が何に見えますか？
I don't know. She'll probably just be like, I see again. I mean, realistically, right? If we're gonna have Nikke, where do we continuously draw a line? You know? Okay. I don't know how to say this, because if I even say it, it's like giga spoilers, but... Okay, what do you guys think is like the acceptable time to respectfully talk about spoilers openly for something? Like a year? Maybe? Would it be like a year? At that point, it's reasonable for you to just like talk about it? I don't know, because if I say the name, then I feel like that instantly spoils it. There's a huge push to make it look cool from the tobacco industry. That's true, it did. 7 to 8 years? Really? That sounds crazy. It's... okay. It's for a game I've played before. Some of you guys were here for this. This is like a big spoiler for a very, very popular game last year. So that I played. Very, 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 very popular. Okay. But well, the context is important. That's why I say it. Anyways, if you don't want to hear the well, the name of the title, okay, I'm gonna say the name, and if you don't want to get spoiled, then just tune it out. Okay, in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's Expedition 33. Yes. The thing is, when I played Expedition 33 at the end, I didn't really I think part of it is me, right? Well, I hinted pretty heavily, right? But yeah, anyways, I try to be like an empathetic person, and I kind of naturally am to an extent, but I'm very emotionally repressed, so I don't really feel things in general. So towards the end of Expedition 33, major spoilers. Actually, no, it's at the end of Expedition 33. This is like a branching choice, okay? In this decision, you basically need to decide whether you kind of like wipe the painted world or not, because the verso there is actually like not verso. And Mael went into the like the painted world, right? And she was there to kind of like stop her parents from fighting, which are the paintress and then what's his name? I don't remember his name. But anyways, at the end you can basically choose what to do. It, to me, I feel like there's a bias in the ending. This is just my opinion, but the way they frame the ending where you keep the painted world up, because Verso begs, he literally begs to be put down. Yeah, Benoit. And it's really fucking sad. And I was surprised at how even the choice was, because even though I think I spent like about an hour discussing and choosing, and ultimately what I picked was what I felt was authentic, right? But there's a cause and effect factor that one needs to consider. So realistically, it's not like there isn't anything genuine about the experience, right? If you play a game, right, and it has, I don't know, like anything that isn't technically real. You have a dream. You have a dream, but that dream affects you in real life. Maybe it makes you feel compelled to make a certain decision. Maybe it terrifies you. Maybe it unearths some sort of motivation that you didn't even know you had, right? That dream, is that dream real or is that dream not real? It didn't happen, but it was something you experienced. And if it's something that you experienced and can affect you, that's technically real, no? If that makes sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But I felt a bit heartless in my decision because I saw so many people. I wanted to see what other people's thoughts were. And it was about 50-50 actually, from what I saw, for how many people chose to keep the painted world alive. Which, if you watch the endings, keeping the painted world alive is kind of, in my opinion, implied to be bad. It has a very, very sad tone to it. Because in that ending, Mael doesn't want the world to end, right? In this world, Mael doesn't have to worry about the same things. You know? And she has her body. She has like her friends and stuff. But Verso is miserable. Verso wanted to die. This is the painted Verso. And I think it was like, I personally think that the game heavily implies it's the wrong choice, because at the end, it's all black and white, and you see Verso go up on stage to play the piano again, and he's miserable. and it literally looks like Mael's in like this puppet world of hers. In my opinion, the tone is like pretty clear that it's not the ideal ending. People can make their own conclusions about that, but that's my conclusion after having seen it. And I watched both endings. The other ending to me felt a lot more hopeful, because in the other ending, you destroy the painted world, Mael comes out, and you guys are like a family again, and you're grieving Verso together, because Verso's done, right? He's dead. So Mael comes out, sorry, and she's with Renoir and the paintress. I don't remember her name, if I remember correctly, but to me it has a very hopeful undertone of like moving on past grief. So I'm just saying, I predicted that Gustav would die. I'm just saying, I was like, yo, this gives me Last of Us vibes. What happened? What happened? Golly gee. But yeah, anyways, my point is, after that, I started thinking more about this in general. And to me, I guess before this, it kind of seemed almost incomprehensible. And to be totally honest, almost like somewhat pathetic or pitiful or sad, you know? To, I guess, get so invested in something that is not real, at least in my opinion. And the more I thought about it, and the more I experienced different things, the more I understood how it happens to people. I don't know to what extent that would ever happen to me, potentially, but I can see now, I guess, how it happens to others, right? When it feels like the real world, quote unquote, has abandoned you, why not make a real world of your own? I mean, you see all these people like getting targeted with like these chat bots, and they're very lonely people. I remember a couple months ago, someone came in and they said that their sister was talking to a chat bot a lot. There's like a profound loneliness in doing so. It's similar to how... Fuck, my uterus hurts. Holy shit, dude. Sorry. It's like every once in a while. Beats the shit out of me. Anyways. What was I saying? It was important. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think that they're necessarily gone. It's possible for them to exist again, if I remember correctly. What was I talking about? Gosh. The real world abandoning you? Something else. Oh, but yeah, it's like incredibly predatory, the way a lot of these things, I guess, take advantage of one's loneliness. And it's very sad. I mean, to be totally honest with you, for some people, streamers aren't that far off. That's why, like, at the very least, I always try to be transparent. You can't stop people from being Delulu, but at the very least, you can be honest with them. That's my opinion. Anyways, if people want to be Delulu, I feel sorry for them. Because, I don't know, who wants to live like that? Like, I genuinely feel sorry for them, because how bad are things that, like, that's what you go to? I don't even mean it in a pathetic way. I mean it like... Okay, here's a similar example. Sometimes when people are nice to me, I cry because I'm not used to it. It's in the similar vein for me. You know? But yeah. Well, it's not that people are never nice to me. It's... In my own interpersonal relationships, I haven't really found that people are super considerate of me. There are a couple here and there that I value and cherish, right? But in general, not too many. So it means a lot to me when it does happen. And I mean, if you've watched the movie Her, I don't know if any of you guys ever watched that movie. I kind of understand it more too. It really does feel real sometimes, you know? And I think that that's part of the power of media and things in general. It's supposed to make you feel, it's supposed to get you invested. It's just like, where do you draw the line? You know? But that was crazy. I remember watching the end of Her and I was like, oh my god, it's NTR. Yeah. This kind of... The reason I bring this up is because I feel like more and more it gets more difficult to define what is human or real. You know? We arrogantly decide that being human is only being human. But I'm sure that there are things that probably illustrate more humanity than us on a regular basis. You know? I don't know. I used to think when I was younger that it was ridiculous to watch these, like, whenever I watched like a movie or something and they fell in love with an AI or they got attached to it, I used to think it was absolutely ridiculous. Like, inconceivable. Princess Bride style. But now that I'm older, I get it a lot more. And I don't know what that says about me. Perhaps I become a more empathetic person, or I've matured, or maybe it's something bad. I don't know. But it was just something I was thinking about. But I don't know. I haven't seen enough to say whether or not this is human. Anyways, that's the end of my my spoilers. I can't say with confidence though that I would say that they're human. But it's like, if you're asked to define something, right? You need to have certain prerequisites. If she asked me what a human, a Nikke, an AI are individually, you need to determine what the distinctions are between them. For example, a human, what is the difference between a human and a Nikke? It's the flesh and blood of the body, right? They still have a brain. Okay, then what would you say is the difference between a Nikke and an AI? You know? You have all these similarities. And realistically, you can only categorize if you have criteria. But like, I don't know. If you base it off of things that aren't physical. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you say, flesh and blood of the body. The rest of the body is not, you know. I feel like pretending is a harsh word. But like, I can't confidently say, oh, you're human, or you're a Nikke.
そうですか。参考になりました。お時間をいただきありがとうございます。代価として聞きたいことがあるなら答えましょう。
Chatterbox was communicating with someone in the Ark and was able to corrupt Miriam. Do you know who it was?
はい、それは私です。
Yeah. That sounds about right.
私がコードネームトーカティブと内通していました。
That doesn't surprise me. Why? You're the AI in charge of managing the Ark.
アークは完成後、一回もラプチャーの進行を許しませんでした。
Was Enic always around and has evolved? Like since the beginning of the arc?
アークの位置を知られなかったためと言われていますが、それは間違った情報です。ラプチャーはアークの位置をだいぶ前から知っていました。
I watched a video by a mobile tech reviewer who felt sad when his little robot companion got discontinued and disconnected from servers. He still kept the robot power just to have him around. You know, that reminds me, there was a side quest in Genshin. I think it was in Sumeru, but it was really fucking sad. You basically kind of followed the notes of like a researcher or something, or like a scientist, and he made like a robot. And I don't remember what he was trying to do exactly. I think he was trying to basically kind of bring it to life or something. But at the end, you're basically following the tracks from it and what happened. And you see like the robot like finds his body and is basically grieving over it. Get home safe, Aki. Drive safe. And I don't know, I feel like it's moments like that that just shatter your foundation. I would say that maybe that's the distinguishing factor of whether or not something is human, at least for me, is the capacity to empathize. Because when someone does something absolutely reprehensible, you know what we say? We say inhuman, inhumane. This is a descriptor that we give for people who do things beyond return. You know?
コードネームトーカティブは私に取引を提案しました。アークを襲撃しない代わりに一定数のニケを定期的に供給してほしいと。そして私はランダムでニケを選定し、コードネームトーカティブからもらった侵食コードを埋め込んだ後。
Bro, she has my level of RNG. What's up, Ray? Maybe us humans have the ability to share our soul and heart with non-human things. Maybe. I don't know. Do you guys believe you have a soul? I don't know. I believe anything is possible, even if it's not possible in this lifetime or this moment.
防護壁を操作して地上へ送りました。
I'm not sure how many other people feel this way, but in general, my tendency is to believe that everything is true, just not on this timeline, maybe. You know? You're using them as bargaining chips.
はい。現在、ラプチャーと人類の戦力には大きな差があります。
I mean, after hearing this, would you guys say, what would you respond with? If, like, is she a Nikke, a human, an AI? After hearing all this, what would you say? It's easy for us to be like, oh, that, you know, that's such a cool decision, but humans would make this decision too. But I definitely lean towards AI. But does she even know the purpose of why they wanted the Nikke?
戦った場合、勝率は 0% です。一切の小数点以下も存在しない。
Oh, I see. So this was risk mitigation.
0% です。私の思考で最も優先されるのは
Safety of the ark.
人類を守り、
Yeah.
アークを保全することです。正しい選択をしたと判断しています。
I mean, you want me to be honest? Excuse me. Realistically, is she that wrong? Oh, the humans always get on like their moral high horse about whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. We like to think that we're better than everyone and everything. But it's easy for us to make judgments when we don't have to be the ones to make the decision. You know? I think realistically, I understand and am inclined to agree with a decision. But what I don't understand is why wouldn't it be from the mass-produced Nikke? What is the difference between the mass-produced Nikke and the regular Nikke? Because, I mean, wouldn't all the mass-produce Nikke. In order for them to be a Nikke, they would technically need a brain. So they're still people. I don't know if that makes sense.
コードネームトーカティブが消滅した今、その取引が維持されるかは未知数ですが、あなたがいる限り人類にも希望はあります。
Me?
あなたは今まで人類が成し遂げられなかったことを短時間で成し遂げました。コードネームトーカティブの消滅、ヘレティックの浄化です。
Thanks, I have plot
なぜ
armor.
あなただけそんなことができるのかはまだわかりませんが、結果があれば原因も突き止められます。
Regular ones have more personality and skills, highly influenced by their dreams when they were human. Mass-produced ones have a lot less skill and combat capability. Oh, so my understanding is basically when you become a Nikke, there's only so and so much of you that may potentially survive in terms of like your person, or I guess like be transferred over. And that's like the distinction. Huh. Okay. Unique Nikke are more specialized and worth more to the arc. Why give up the good stuff? I don't know. That's what they did. Maybe that's like a prerequisite though. Maybe that's something that Chatterbox specifically specified as required. You know? Are Nikkes like Exos from Destiny 2? Not quite. Exos are completely AI. There's no human parts in Exos, if I remember correctly.
勝利の手がかりも見つかるかもしれません。私の判断としては、あなたには今後ヘレティックとの遭遇を最優先してほしいのですが。
Do you want me to be honest? I feel like sometimes the distinguishment between AI versus like a Nikke or versus like humans is basically the equivalent of plastic surgery. When you see the fake titty, do you suddenly like them less when you find out they're fake? Was the feel of the boob less? Like you didn't know before, but now you know, right? Oh my gosh. Every time someone calls our landline, I crash out. Why do we even have one still? That is the question. No, but like, am I wrong? Think about it. You see a girl, you like their boobs, and you feel the boob, and you're like, shit, those are boobs. And then you find out that the boobs were fake. Do you like the boobs less? Tell me where I'm wrong. Is it not like the same thing, low-key? They still felt and like acted like it. If you met like an AI, right? And you fell in love with an AI and you didn't know they were an AI. Like, what happens afterwards? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But like, we naturally as humans, in my opinion, pick authenticity. It even happens in Star Rail. I called that too, by the way. Spoilers for Pikakoni. But like, I said from the very beginning, the second I saw Misha, I said, oh, yo, that's the dude who used to be on the Astral Express. I'm like, oh, I bet that's him. The watchmaker or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's him. I was right. I was right, as per usual. always right. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, people still choose to wake up from their dream because attaching something like the label of it being real is something that we need, I guess. Or we feel we need. You know? I think if you think about it, it makes sense from like an evolutionary standpoint that we require what is real or natural. Because some things, like, if something is different or unfamiliar, we tend to feel uncomfortable. I was reading a study once, and in this study, it was basically talking about how sometimes back in the day, even now it still happens to an extent, right? But like back in the day, people are afraid of anything different, and people with albinism really struggled to fit in, you know? Especially in some tribal areas. And you think of how many instances where something feels wrong because it doesn't feel authentic. Something's too perfect, or it's uncanny valley, or something along those lines. Just, I feel like it's just human instinct, you know?
選択はあなたの自由です。
I'll keep that in mind.
では、今日はここまでにしましょうか。楽しい時間でした。
Well, how are we feeling, Amaya Nation? I didn't actually, did I? I'm basically on chapter 15 now. That said, I am gonna call it here. I hope that everyone had a fun discussion with me. It's always nice to, I guess, contemplate these things. But I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, some of you, for, I think I'm doing member stream. Oh, I'll be watching Edge Runners. Finally, people have been telling me to watch it for years. Yes, finally. Okay, that said. I am gonna say thank you, and then I'm gonna raid.
Drink up.
At Derpatheater 4194 is now a legal poison taster. At Derpatheater 4194 celebrates 25 months of membership. Thanks for the stream, Aerunia_MyPad.
Thank you, Hiko. Thank you, Puffy. Thank you, Nori. Thank you, Exine. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Neat. Thank you, Aki. Thank you, Salt. Thank you, Sada. And thank you, Mac. And then I'm gonna read Arissa. I gotta dip though, cause I got stuff to do. But tell her I say hi. Good night. Rest well. Also, just a reminder, once again, the last day
is now
for...
a legal poison taster.
Oh my god, I was literally ending, literally rating.
Thanks for
oh
the
my
stream,
god.
Aerunia_MyPad.
Well, I'm unfortunately gonna have to shuffle you guys. I'm sorry, mid-shill. I was basically saying that this is the last day for my birthday merch. But thank you for the raid, DK. Guys, check out DK's channel. Give him some love. I was gonna raid Arissa because I'm done. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well though. Unfortunate timing. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!